Okay, date coaching. Date coaching is so important to me. In my younger years, I created a name for myself, and I had a lot of fun in the dating, and the clubbing world, and engaging and interacting with women. And my best friend in this world has constantly referred to me as a scumbag, as a dirtbag, because of some of the things that he has, witnessed me doing. And so I went through a process of evolving. As I got older, I found myself with a broken heart a couple times, and went through a marriage that almost destroyed me, and that resulted in a beautiful daughter. My daughter, she's going to be 7 here soon. Changed my whole outlook on, women and who they are to us. In a lot of ways, my mom already did that for me. I had a great mother, and one that is very much an inspiration to me today. But my daughter really she was that capstone. As I started putting together writings and, journaling of, strategy, things that I used to do, I would read through my material, and I never had a good feeling about it. It was very much about the seduction and some of the little games that we would play that were very effective. Some of which I would still like sharing with people in, a different context. But I started to change my thinking. I then went from, I don't want to write a book for men. I actually want to write a book for women that just completely destroys men and opens up this, hidden world to them so that they can better defend themselves. And then I ended up coming back to the middle a little bit and thinking, I want to coach men and women, and I want to scrap a lot of this material, and from things that I'm now learning, I want to, integrate that into, things that I feel would really help create that natural approach, that natural star that's within, one of my clients. And so, there's 3 components that are essential to the curriculum that I put together. And the first one is a lot of assessing, evaluating yourself. Getting a good look at yourself. A lot of that is the image and the superficial, taking a good look at your online profile, the way you dress. Are you funny? Are you successful because you have, a boat and the jacuzzi or the nice car? Or are you a guy that, actually has some skill? I mean, who are you? Really being honest with that. And then what that leads to is a series of interviews that you're going to have with key characters in your life that are really going to give you some feedback, some open feedback. So there's a lot of learning, assessing and then learning. And these interviews it's great because I wrote my manual, and then I went back and looked at the competitors, the big names out there, the names that you've heard of that have written books, and they're on TV and they're writing for, Cosmo or whatever. And my material is better than theirs. It really is. There are some similar components, and I came up with it on my own. And there's components in what I've put together that they don't have. And I don't know why that is. They're still stuck in their young 20s and they don't want to grow up. Maybe they are not a father. I don't know what it is. They've come to Jesus or something. But the third one is dating. I have a series of dates that I have people go on that it puts things into action and starts to really truly develop, where you've come from and to where you are currently at. And really, we can do this in a series of, about 3 weeks. But the manual I put together would typically take about 30 days. Every other day there's an assignment in there, and we can cover all that really quick. But the mock date is one that a lot of people have heard of. And I have master coaches that are available to take you on a date, critique you. There's a curriculum that they follow, a schedule as well. Runs just under 2 hours. But I have some other dates that you're able to do on your own that are just as effective. And I don't want to blow the whistle on those because I don't see a lot of the gurus or the mentors out there doing some of that work. And so really what mine comes from is creates the natural approach. You do want to know what kind of a guy you are, or what kind of a woman you are, what kind of a victim you are, as some of these seducers actually refer to you as. They refer to you as victims. It just has a really scummy feeling to it. But the 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 dates that I've put together, they are going to challenge you. They are going to you're going to be pulled out of your comfort zone a little bit, because I'm not looking to create another scumbag. I've got the skills to teach you to do that, but I want to create a man who's a man's man. He really is. But what I'm getting at is you need to know and be aware of like who you are. If you're a woman that has like dad issues, you really gotta deal with those things. I don't want to just deal with people on a surface. I want to dig in deep and do some cleansing in the least amount of time as possible. I've gone through some vigorous training myself to where I've made significant changes in 3-4 days, and so I know that it can be done. But for the most part, I look at everybody as another spirit who's going through this experience together. And that's why Affinity Date Coaching is the name of my company, because there is an affinity between men and women that is a natural bringing together.